feels like a relic of yesteryear when a rivalry is built on tainted water. But as these fans know, the Little Brown Jug history is a long one, and when it's on the line, everyone is thirsty for a sip of victory. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. The Golden Gophers will kick it off to get us underway. Let's see what he can do with the return. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will take the field first. The Gophers put up quite a fight for the Jug last year, but it was the Wolverines pulling out a close one.
And that's not a surprise. Michigan dominates this series, and they own the Little Brown Jug. You might as well put Wolverines on it as much as they've won it. They need to make sure they set the tone early. Don't give Minnesota life. Show their dominance early in this football.
You had to wonder last year, and a lot of those players at Michigan maybe weren't thinking about, the rivalries with Penn State and Michigan State and obviously Ohio State at the end of the year. Minnesota is not a program you can overlook, though, because they are tough and they are scrappy, and they're coming for that Little Brown Jug.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. They give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Wolverines line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The play action fake. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense has the ball for the first time. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Going for the big play. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
Pass interference, defense.
And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got a man, it's Tracy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Wide receiver going in motion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. This defense is there again. They keep feeding the back, and he finds no success at all. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Takes it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Catch in the middle, it's Morgan. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention. Looking deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down, the throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense got it. They're on the run. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, we have a winner between Ohio State and Illinois. Who's taking home the Illibuck? Let's find out. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points. Not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And the pressure was too much. They get it at the 15.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
The Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in at the 40. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. So here comes the Michigan offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. It's complete on the right side. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Going for it all. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Trying to change now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. Plows through the defense. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Strong. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Strong. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. They'll run the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And the Wolverines trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Get it out on the screen. Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They march the ball 51 yards for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. On the run, it's Smothers. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it from the gun. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They're going to ride this running back. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give out of the gun. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Fires on the move. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Caught over the middle. It's Tracy.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Ray. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Hunt is on its way. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. The Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fights off the defender. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Grabbed over the middle, it's Marsh. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. From the gun, the ground game. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Marsh. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Payne. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Skips away from pressure. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Wolverines started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Strong. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. He wants it all. Touchdown, Wolverines. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Gives it on the option. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, great energy in that building and a fun first half for both Michigan and Minnesota with the little brown jug on the line. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skilled position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Minnesota and Michigan plays out.
The Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hayes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with a pass. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Golden Gophers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to keep it in the air. Got it in the middle, it's Ray. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Here's the give off the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. It's complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Wolverines come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. They kick it away on 4th down. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Pulls it in. It's Tracy. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Coleman. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on first down from the 43. Wants to throw on first down. Finds a man on the left. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Looking downfield on first down. Got it behind the line. It's 4. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. That is no good. After the missed field goal, still down by 21 points, guys.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's strong. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up second and 4. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw. It's Underwood. Fires to the big fella. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. And the Wolverines lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's first and 10.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record. Michigan has dominated this rivalry over the years, and they look oh so close to securing the jug again.
You look at Michigan on paper, and they have an advantage all over the place against Minnesota. It was a question of whether they could just stay out of their own way. If they eliminated the mistakes, we knew this was going to be a tall order for Minnesota, and Michigan just looks dominant.
Yeah, it stinks, but it is the facts. The facts are you're less talented at Minnesota, and you've got to play really, really well, especially in these rivalry games, and hope to catch Michigan on a bad day, but that little brown jug is inching towards Michigan's sideline now.
Caught over the middle. It's Johnson.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
0 points on the day. That's really all you have to say about this offense. It's been a struggle fest. They've been riding the struggle bus. They haven't done anything right today.
And the Golden Gophers will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Oh, better look out. Got enough for the first. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. He leaves it with the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Calls his own number. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Good enough for first down.
The give to the back. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. This is a designed run. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got him along the sideline. Beautiful footwork for the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Motion from the wideout. Using his feet. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Off play action. Now improvising. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Takes the handoff. It's 4. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's 4. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. This trophy has been around forever, the oldest in the FBS, and for much of that time it has been controlled by Michigan. And once again, it is the Wolverines taking the little brown jug away from Minnesota. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.